Random objects around the office. Mostly me, actually. I'll just keep leaving things in places they shouldn't be. Bottles of water. That's twice now.
Yeah. Also the drone. The drone, you tried to turn it on and Dan got very scared.
Yeah, it's because he maybe still has scars on his arm. So the motors were spinning. Only the 2 back motors are spinning. I don't really know why.
Oh, I thought I saw them all spinning.
No, just the 2 back motors. That's why I just felt terrified. I thought something was going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So I put it in a meeting room where there were no humans, and it flipped upside down, and then one of the propellers broke.
It's like one of those things, like, whenever you turn that thing on, my eyes are always watching it, because I'm just, like, waiting for something to go wrong. Like, you know, I'd never turn my back to that thing.
Yeah,
it's on.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is like a very souped-up, very powerful drone with very fast motors on it.
These like knives when it's turned on.
Yeah.
Like knives flying around at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, and this basically
when you put it like that.
More or less is. It more or less is, because what I did was when there were propellers on it, I did a motor test, because the controller that was in this board, right? With the controller that's in it now, you can do a motor test, and you can just in the control panel move up a lever to let the motors go up slowly. But the other flight controller, they go to 100%. So I was holding it like this with propellers on, and then my thumb just got absolutely blasted and it got chopped to pieces. It was a whole mess. But I'm still here.
Did you get any infections?
No.
Are you good?
No.
Nice.
I went to CVS. I bought all kinds of antiseptics. I bought sports stuff, bandages, everything. So no infections. Now, Heroic, again, they have not lost a single map in this bracket so far. They are 1-0 up. It's a close 1-0. They have been close games, but they keep winning them. 16-14 over Virtus.pro, having won both pistols, Heroic. And now we move to Mirage. Basically the home map for Virtus.pro, until maybe they're made homeless by CSGO, if the map pool changes. But for now, it's their home map. Now, nothing is guaranteed. They will feel like maybe they lost that map in the pistol round, but it's map's over. It's history now. You can't change history. Got to move on to the future. Move on.
You can't change history yet.
Yeah, we can't change history yet. I mean, Astralis has hired a lot of people. How would you guys feel if you were told, you know, Valve is on the pay list? I mean, they keep removing their permabans. So I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. Let's get some theories out there.
Okay. All right. Not sure where to go with that one. Yeah, I really don't know. You've actually stumped me. I'm kind of speechless.
They just keep removing their permabans, just every time. Cash.
Salty.
Well, maybe Astralis, that's how they do it. They like just make sure that they have the best guess as to what map's going out, and
that would
stop
be
banning that
200 IQ.
They're focusing on the future.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems fairly predictable which maps will go out. Like, we always have basically the right idea every time. So
why don't they just tell us?
Because then they can't change their minds. That's why.
That's true.
They can't change their mind, and they don't want to. They don't want to say something which might not ever be delivered because it, like the concept for Danger Zone, for example, was done a very long time ago. And then they just said, "Nah, let's not bother with this." So they could have said, "Oh, we got this new mode coming," and then they may have never delivered it, never ever.
They just have.
But if you didn't have the rise in popularity of like the explosion of Fortnite and so on, perhaps we would never have got a Danger Zone.
What if there's just a map with like 3 bomb sites?
Ooh.
Or one bomb
But you need more players.
And 3 teams.
No, not 3
one
teams.
team.
What if there were 2 bombs?
What if there were spaceships?
Or 7 players. What if there were 7 players on each team?
No, man, we got to keep the same amount of players.
We got to keep that. Everything else.
That's the constant.
I think
what if there were dogs? Get the dogs in there.
Dogs?
Yeah, like Call of Duty had dogs, right?
Also, everyone can have like a pet.
I've actually never played Call of Duty.
Yeah, chihuahuas. Yeah,
you'll get like an AI-controlled pet.
Terrorist chihuahuas.
We've lost the plot.
Just barking and exposing the positions of CTs.
There
we go. Interesting stuff. Well, in any way, I don't know where any of that came from. I feel like Sean's the bad influence this time. I have to get a picture of him next to these two. Are we expecting a Virtus.pro victory here? Is it a given? I don't think anything is Virtus Heroic.
Yeah, I don't think it's a given. I would definitely favor them based on what we've seen. Right? They have a lot of cool stuff they do on T side. I like how they flash. They flashed a lot to get, I think it was me who or snax into ladder room really quickly, and snatchy's like on catwalk, opping ticket. And just like the slightest mess up on your A player, he's dead. You lose the A site. I like that whole sequence they do. I don't know if Heroic's going to be prepped on Mirage. I don't think we've seen them yet on Mirage. No, we definitely haven't.
For those of you at home, Apex, Vitality Apex, he has actually, he's putting out a series of videos on must-know smokes from Mirage, or grenades from Mirage.
Are you serious?
Oh,
yeah.
Very timely.
Yeah.
Very timely.
Which is cool. So I think, but some orgs are getting their players to do them, like MIBR have done really great videos on general strats. Like I learned a lot about overpass and dealing with aggressive CTs at the beginning from watching their videos, for example.
Dude, Fallen has so many good educational videos.
Yeah.
Like I highly recommend if you want to learn a lot about like professional CS, watching Fallen's videos.
Yeah, Fallen's videos, MIBR YouTube channel. For those of you who play Mirage, don't be a pleb and know only A smokes. Don't be a pleb like Connor and know only top mid. Learn more than that. Look at the videos from Apex, and you can learn to be a useful teammate. And also, Vitality Alex, when he's streaming, just go and follow him right now. Look up his stream and go and follow him on Twitch, because he does a lot of demo review when he's at home and talks about, he looks at old stuff as well. He looks at stuff from the LDLC days and explains the strats and what he was thinking during a round and how they tried to counter teams and so on. It's really, really interesting. I
feel like you got to be careful when you're throwing shade at Connor, James, just because he has, like, he's kind of responsible for you having more elo, for you not being level 2 right now.
Look, man. We're from the UK, we've got to give it, okay? Just to anyone who can be a victim. My microphone's always on, his is on 3% of the time, so I'll take my advantages while I have them, and so will Heroic, because Snatchy is the only man standing now in this pistol round. He's by the connector position as Heroic rotates towards the B bomb site, but S-Tag has the MVP position. It's all but guaranteed, because sometimes the headshot comes in. As you see, he got a shot off, still caught S-Tag off guard. But the pistol does go. Another pistol for Heroic.
They just can't lose them. This is unreal.
They've won every pistol in the last 5 games.
Every pistol.
I think it just sounds better if we just say that we've won every pistol this week.
Yeah.
We can just say that.
Someone needs to do the research and go watch like just the big VODs really quickly. Tell us if they won them all.
In fairness, like I am trolling Slicky a lot, but we do actually play 2-man setups a lot together, so he's a good teammate.
So you're just saying that.
I get triggered by people not knowing smokes and Mirage, man. And that's everyone. No one knows smokes and Mirage.
I know smokes.
Yeah, but after how many years? And I taught you those smokes.
Oh my god.
No, you didn't.
How did that do that?
Tell me one smoke.
Wait, how many do you know? One?
I know loads. I know connector. I know catwalk. I know window. I know both catwalk smokes. I know.
Yeah, but your window smoke is inconsistent.
3 B smokes.
So I can't count that
4
one.
smokes on
what B smoke? What B smokes do you know?
I know the ones for market and pillars.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I know pop. I made my own pop flashes.
I don't know you anymore.
Mids.
Keita taught you some grenades.
I forgot them promptly afterwards. So
grenades.
Yeah, Keita. It was cool when we have him in the studio because he would just like eavesdrop on a conversation and then just drop the knowledge.
Yeah.
And you can do this, and you can do this, and he kind of like Dan was like his son. He would teach Dan things.
I loved it when Complexity hired him.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah. That's I'm really happy for him. Good spot for him to be in. Scouts! Scout in the face. Nice return from Heroic, but they are stuck in the mud. Oh god, they're sinking in the mud. Soon they will suffocate. There'll be nothing left. S-Tag fighting the good fight though. That
Dude,
Krieg.
these scouts, man, they've done so much damage. In Snax's memory, wonderful round towards the B bomb site. They barely got through the choke points. They got annihilated, Heroic. The force buy from Virtus.pro will prove very successful on Mirage. Do you have a knife, Sean?
Do I have a knife? Yeah. Yeah.
What knife have you got?
M9 bayonet slaughter, midwear, stat track.
Just one?
And then I also have
an
M9 Doppler.
What color is it?
It's like a weird, like blue, purple.
Oh, that one. It's like the T-virus from Resident Evil, I always think, like Nemesis or something.
Oh, I love that. That's the dirty Deeg peak on the ramp.
That's the Dan special.
That's my special,
The dirty Deagle King. Oh, deadly Deagle King, sorry.
The dirty Deagle King. I like it. Rebrand. Okay, well. Snax and PHR in trouble now because of these Deeks. The Deeks, and now the Krieg. The Krieg and the Deeks. And definitely a deadly combination.
Stavin spot the rotation.
This round's over.
Now he's in deep. He's in deep. It's a long rotation, but that gives him time to get to. I mean, maybe he goes towards the crawl space.
Oh, actually, Snax can definitely get a double kill here.
Oh, he's back in.
Snax will get a double kill as Snax. All the smokes are up as well, the flashbangs in.
That helps them cross though. But now Stavin has a decision to make. He's got plenty of time to wait for the rotation. The moonwalk from PHR. And now Snax has issues. But he can still win this. He just needs to use the cover as best he can before he gets triple peaked. Oh, that's beautiful from him. He spots one by the window, one by the van. He has all the information now. Advantage Snax. Surely the double peak though around default, and Heroic will finish off the job. They had the weaponry for it.
That was scurry right there. They could have run to A.
Snax made it look winnable.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He was really finding the one-on-ones. Yeah. I didn't know if it would be possible for him to find the one-on-ones, but he kept on like singling people out.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Like knowing when to
look, here it comes.
Micro
no, never
aggressions, those mini aggressive moves.
And there will be no forced buyback.
Talking about knives, I used to have a knife. Don't have a knife anymore.
Why not?
Because you took it.
Oh wow, he actually took it back after that.
It was my. It was. I like how he says I used to have a knife, with no credit that I loaned him a knife, and I've loaned him multiple knives. And I don't think he's ever bought a knife. He's just been using mine for ages. But no, you're welcome, Dan. These are the people I play Counter-Strike with. One knows a smoke top mid. One has no appreciation for generosity.
When you see the worst.
And there's Eamon who refuses to boost when I ask him to boost. and then there's the Bears, who I don't even know how to describe the things he says to me during games. He's like a dodgy therapist.
A dodgy therapist? In what way?
Or a bad one. He's like his qualifications are fake.
You know, like in video games, how you can create your own character and like you like have a certain amount of points to put in like all the different attributes and stuff. That's what I'm envisioning right now. Just like Dan, just fully empty on like the
empathy.
Zero stats. Accidentally pressed saved.
Yeah.
The Bears is like he's like an eccentric therapist from Grand Theft Auto.
It's just
the way he talks
to
me in the comms. Like you can hear it on the stream. I'm streaming when he plays well, so that's how I can best describe him. Where is that smoke going? These are very different angles we're seeing from.
That was a connector one that's gonna bounce off the wall. Oh, that is so sick.
I'm used to. We've got the molly. Okay. That covers the middle gap in the stairs as well. Very specific from Heroic, and they have charged into this A bomb site, but how much can they get from this? Snappy's in mid. He's like looking to rotate. The bomb might be planted in versus default. I'm not quite sure. But we'll soon find out, because a full Virtus.pro team is coming with flashbangs. There's a ding-dong from Veggie, and now there is only one. Does Snappy really expect to win this, or is it a question of damage? Now they're looking for the lurker, and here come the deletions. Almost double peak. Could have been better, but it will work eventually. Snax trading with the scout.
2 kills, really important though. Just putting a little bit of a dent in VP's economy. I think if they would have lived with all 5 people alive, that's definitely not something you want, obviously, on the T side. So just getting those 2 frags right there, even though the round was over, huge.
So Snatchy raced up and peeked before the smoke popped to get an opening frag. That was quite important.
How many creeks were collected, though? Only
one?
Only 1 creek? They're mad. There's so many creeks on offer there. There was like 3 on the ground or something. Anyway, creeks aside, well, creeks not aside, there's 4 creeks on the T side here, so maybe there's opportunity for VP to pick up more. We'll have to see. As Sean said, the economy is fragile, kept fragile by Heroic's efforts in the previous round. So they'll be looking to convert on that and by winning this one. Cadian with the AWP from Underpass. That's often quite a nice peek into connector for that opening pick. Oh, look at that. Mihu loves going for those aggressive cat moves. Jumping up on the sign there around the fence, finding one over the smoke. And Heroic really not in a good position right now. VP playing a passive setup. You can see they've effectively abandoned middle. They have taps on if there's a mid boost. They've abandoned close positions on the A-bomb site, which may help out Virtus.pro, may help out Heroic at least get into the bomb site.
When you have like a Krieg skin, you're scoped in. You know how like you can see the like inside part of the scope? Like if you have a skin that's like colored, will that show when you're scoped in? Like right there. You see the black?
Yeah. So the racing livery, I have the racing livery skin, and you can see stuff on there. And there's the one with an orange scope, I think.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Oh, they should really create a cool skin with something there.
The racing livery.
That's like really creative.
Stavin and Cadian, 2 versus 5.
Oh my
They
God.
won't get very far because Snatchy will deny them. 4 kills in the round, rocking the org for now. He's found himself an AWP, the E-Honda AWP, as I like to call it.
E-Honda.
They need to figure out a better approach here on this T side. VP really easily handled this one. So, I mean, maybe they want to put more presence on middle, maybe really try to force the issue on a positive exchange in mid on the next buy rounds. Because I feel like you have to force the other team to at least respect your defaults. Otherwise, I feel like you're kind of forced into a gamble mode of calling.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit worried for Heroic right now. They haven't really had much success outside of like those initial strange economy rounds.
Not bad. Some CTs will throw the Molotov down this hall and then spam the kitchen area. I want to say it was Reza made a clip of getting a kill with that combo. Love the combos. Especially chicken combos. Pistols for Heroic. Not many of them anymore. They will be victimized in a mid position. Stavin trying to make it expensive, but won't be able to do so on this occasion. 4-3 for Virtus.pro. This is their comfort pick. It is their chocolate gâteau of maps.
Do you have favorite cake, Sean?
Or like red velvet.
Really, that's heavy.
That's good,
That's
man.
pretty heavy. It's true.
Good stuff. What about you?
I like cheesecake.
Oh, I didn't know that counted. That counts?
It was cake, isn't it?
I guess so. It's not like a traditional cake.
I don't know what to say to you, Sean. I didn't know we went into subcategories. Heroic might not be going further than mid, although now it's a 2 versus 2, so perhaps they have a chance. Snax has somehow found an angle to tag S-tag.
You know what? Red velvet cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory is still pretty good, so I could
I've never been there before.
have both.
You must have been there before.
I have not.
There's
actually.
one opposite there.
I know.
We've been there before.
I've never been in it. I've never been in a Cheesecake Factory.
PHR's in a 1 versus 2. They've got the money to survive this Virtus.pro. Heroic didn't necessarily have. I'm surprised they got it that far, to be honest, and won the round. Heroic. It was looking horrible for them in a mid position, but
yeah, Veggie's swing was really sick.
It's been a scrappy match between these two teams. Generally, I'd say Dust 2 felt kind of scrappy with a lot of the fights that went on, and that fight certainly was in the middle of Mirage.
Still enough for another buy though for Virtus.pro, so they're okay. I wonder if they'll figure that they need to really mix anything up here, because I feel like VP have been playing fairly standard, straightforward stuff, and it's honestly been working. I don't think that it would make much sense right now to go aggressive somewhere when Heroic themselves are struggling to kind of build out of the first phase of the round.
I mean, we have seen Snatchy go aggressive towards that A ramp a lot in the past week, so maybe they'll go back to that. I would imagine Heroic's just going to keep doing like mid controls and stuff, just because their fast A strats didn't really work out.
All right, well, 3 tools the A ramp, 4 tools. Okay, so it's gonna be in a fast A strat.
Yeah, well, they're going to fake mid control right here with this one guy. Hopefully draw, the 3 people to middle, and then these guys are just going to scrim out A and try to get a 1-on-4.
Is it gonna work out? Flick missed from Snatchy, takes critical damage. Oh, does connect the follow-up though. Snax is in action, and Veggie's over by the stairs, and they are pressuring Heroic out of the bomb site. Rogue do not have any ground here. They've picked up a single kill and some damage, but no positioning. Although, they do have 2 smokes remaining, and there is plenty of time left as well. So this is actually a pretty decent spot that they're in. And look at the activity here from Virtus.pro. Snatchy's pushing the Palace position, and he's going to get a lot of information for his team. And they're all rotating to B now.
Yeah, VP has all of the info. When you do one of those scrim out A strats, and that A player lives, it makes it literally impossible to take the site. Snatchy played that so well.
But you can just shut down the round now. Here comes the spray. The trade is there from Scrappy. It's another player to take down. Okay, now maybe a chance. 40 seconds to go, using one of the smokes to recover the bomb. The problem is, though, that there's no nades left for Snappy, I don't think. Maybe there's a smoke on the floor. I don't know that that's likely, but he'll make his way over towards connector now. And being against 2 AWPs in this situation, I feel like it just makes it so unwinnable.
Well, it depends. Do they peek 1 per site? It's a gamble.
It's hard to know where to plant. Oh my god, he picked the perfect place to plant.
There's the creep. The awareness. Got to respect it. That was a great effort from Snappy. Snatchy creeping out. Snatchy and snax as the last 2 men, both with an AWP. Worst case scenario for a double AWP situation. At least from what we know.
That was such a good read by Snappy right there. Literally the only reason to plant there is if you think there's a guy in Palace. Because you're open to every other angle. You're open to ramp, spawn, connector, jungle, everything. The one thing you're not open to is Palace.
Yeah. I think Palace is a common play. If you know where the last T is, to try and stop most plants.
Yeah.
Great awareness there. There's the Connor smoke.
It removes so much variance to play like that in the 2v1. It's a very awkward situation for Rogue's Money. They need a bomb plant, and they're going to go for the B play to get that bomb plant, but there's a very big disparity in positioning. We've got Stavin really far ahead of the push. I don't know how he got so far ahead of everyone, but he will do the damage, getting the initial pick. Snatchy in the action, in the mix, looking to get down and dirty with the AWP, and that's exactly what he's doing. It is trade central here on the B bomb site. Borup trying to get the lineup, but he will get eliminated, and that is another round to VP, and no bomb plant for Heroic.
Snatchy is so pivotal to their success. Like, he is a very, very strong AWP player.
Yeah, I was really happy when they picked him up.
Best AWP in Poland.
A great personality on the AWP, if you know what I mean. The level of aggression, the plays he makes, his consistency, even with the flicks. It's rare you see him miss.
Flicks,
very dangerous.
Flicks for the chicks, as you like to say.
Very confident as well. Virtus.pro threatening to start to pull away now, although the loss bonus is rising for Heroic. I know their CEO is tuned in.
I saw that.
Yeah.
He was happy with our prediction.
CEO tweets up there with Edward Snowden tweets. Who's next? Microsoft CEO, maybe. 3 players making their way towards A4 Heroic early. They are light on grenades. They've got 2 smokes. Does that suggest, for example, a CT push a little later on? We'll see where they choose to deploy them. Flashbang up high, and Stavin takes the angle. Mini auto sniper. The Krieg. There's a flick from Snatchy. Delivers again, as per usual. Boost in the window from Heroic, being looked for by Mihu. His timing is spot on. Loses half his health, deploys the HE outside. And in the inside, Cadian will find a flick, and he'll get snapped by PHR in quick succession.
So, 2 Creeks in a dream. It's peppering with that MP9. Not going to find too much except the information, which is enough really at this point.
Oh, that's a knife kill.
Oh god.
He was looking for more information.
He wants. Oh god, he's playing for the GG. There's a GG in this round at least. Great patience from Snax.
Vintage Snax.
Yeah, remember the one top of the stairs?
Yes, how can I forget?
Woo. One more for the history books. People love those sneaky plays.
Yeah. Those are amazing.
Yeah. Hard to get stuff like that these days.
I almost knifed Rain in a show match in the middle of Mirage, chasing him around until Dan killed me, of course.
Oh, on mid?
Yeah.
That was really, you were really close.
Yeah, I was.
I should have let you have
it. Pistols again for Heroic. Virtus.pro racing towards an 8th round. Hashtag looking for damage. Not that many rounds though left in this half. Virtus.pro looking comfortable, but again, Heroic, they have not lost a map yet. On another scary run with a team that shows some promise. And in 5 years, Cadian's career history is going to be so long, it's going to be ridiculous. What he's been up to already for such a young age.
Yeah, he's so young.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
What's his age? It's 21, 22?
21 to 23, I think.
Somewhere around there.
God, how old was he when he was in our studio?
Yeah, he had to be so young when he was doing like analyst desk with me at that second major. He'd be like 18 years old.
Apparently, Astralis have a guy who does body treatment on them for jet lag. I want to know if it's body treatment.
What does that even mean? Oh, here's that A-rush again.
Oh, the HE is going to be... Okay, Bob's going to take most of it. 7 HP for him, but he's alive and he's got a Krieg. Veggie has a look, thinks better of it. Maybe it's retake time after all. They've lost a man towards CT. And again, CT's open, but Heroic is still by the choke point of Tetris. Not really making progress just yet. Starting to spread now, starting to swarm. They were bunched up, but they got the kill. 3 versus 4 for Virtus.pro, and it gets worse. Only 2 remaining, but Snatchy's one of them. The smokes continue. Maybe trying to create some space. Snatchy has a gap in the bench position. Creeps forward. There's a pre-fire. They heard him. Stavin spraying before he even gets there. And a final headshot from Stavin as well. 3 kills. Abusing the numbers on the A bomb site. Heroic getting a much-needed 5th round on the board.
I love that A-rush, but I also love how Virtus.pro is just so aggressive, right? Like, I mean, the B player is just rotating all the way to A and taking a fight before anyone even gets to the bomb site itself. Like, all 5 players are just fighting in the A site. It's so fast.
I don't know if Cadian is an official player for Heroic just yet. He's not listed in the main roster on HRTV.
Yeah.
There's a question mark.
I think he's just standing in.
For the 5th.
Ooh, a little deviation here. 3 people coming out Palace, a little bit delayed. Snatchy's like, oh, guys, no one's A ramp. This is a fake. This is a fake. Watch out.
Oh, here he is again.
It's not big.
He loves this position, but Heroic will be able to deal with it. From that Palace flowing out, and taking Snatch out so early is really important. They continue to trade, but the advantages will stay with Virtus.pro. 2 versus 1. Bomb needs to be collected by Snappy, looking for it. It's in a very awkward position. He would be exposed to jungle if he went for it. Jump peaks, gets punished. 9 rounds for Virtus.pro now, as Snappy slides down the bricks.
They have enough money to buy, though. I think 9-6 wouldn't be terrible for Heroic. It seems like Virtus.pro has been in control of this whole half. Like, if Heroic didn't win those early rounds with the 4 spies and even the pistol round, oof, this could have been a catastrophic half for them.
Cadian's 24 years old.
Where does this smoke go? I've never seen anyone line a smoke up like that. What? Who lines up the window smoke up? Apparently people that miss it line it up that way.
I do the sideways one. But if you do it a little too late, it leaves a gap.
Did it miss? Oh, it didn't. What's going on?
You tell me, Sean.
It looked like it was going to miss.
Snatchy. No, it landed on the lip and then went inside. Snatchy has been eliminated. That's a huge frag. Maybe the one you want the most as a first frag against Virtus.pro. Heroic looking for a response from VP. And Heroic start to spread.
Yeah, they're going to the A site, which is definitely a good read. No one is there right now. I feel like even if VP manages to like get back in time, they're probably going to be locked out at ticket. We'll be Jar just make his way in. Oh, they're going in.
Rotation, that rotation from Virtus.pro. Maybe a protation, who knows. Never mind. Veggie goes deep, he gets taken out. Gaps to be had in the smoke, but they'll go for the boost. 25 seconds to plant the bomb, and they can't stop it, not from that position. Stabbing in connector. Heroic in a strong spot, still with some utility. They've got 3 more flashbangs where those came from, but they've got Kriegs as well, and that will do most of the work. Caden with the final frag, and Heroic have 6 rounds at half-time. Can they win yet another pistol? Find out after the break.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Be like Bottle. Build your own community with your very own hub. Join other hubs and play more maps competitively than ever before. Compete for prizes and win FACEIT points just by playing your favorite games. It really is that simple. Join the community or create your own. Only at FACEIT.com.
As the Mace song goes, after being a pastor, of course. Welcome back. Virtus.pro look for their first pistol round of this series. We've got aggression in mid from Heroic. Things start to slow for Virtus.pro. Only 2 players with utility for Virtus.pro is almost rare. They've had 3 in so many pistol rounds. 3 people with grenades. Tried some really convoluted things. Sometimes the Molotov bounce into the window. A chase from Mihu, and he will finish off the job there. Veggie's got a P250, as does Snax. Let's note that 2 P250s in the pistol round. That's why you got less utility. I am a happy man. So many ranges. Again, a P250 is just shy of double the one-shot range of a Glock in a pistol round. Double. That's a hell of a long range. Makes a difference. There's a smoke for the window. From the window, past the walls. Virtus.pro moving to the B-bomb side. I'm all right for me. Stavin continues as he means to in this second half. 2 versus... Oh my god. Mihu's looking for an ace, and maybe, just maybe, Virtus.pro can win a pistol round. They don't know where S-Tag is just yet. Creeping in the apartments. Always nice to have the high ground, be it post-plant as a T or on a retake as a CT, and it is the latter here for S-Tag. Not sure if the kit is close. Who will peek him first? It will be Mihu, and he gets the ace. All 5 kills for him. Virtus.pro, believe it or not, they've won a pistol round.
Oh. Yeah. And Pinnacle actually sent a tweet at me. Heroic have won 9 out of 11 pistols this week.
Wow.
That's pretty insane. So now, 9 out of 12.
Ruined it. Mihu's ruined everything.
ruined everything.
Can't believe you've done this. All right, well, good start for VP, but can they survive the Deagles? The barrage of the Deagles and the Scouts. I love that we see double Scouts all the time. The Scouts are so good. They're so awesome. They're such a high skill weapon.
Yeah. It also like builds a lot of anticipation throughout the round because a bunch of people just get tagged and then you see Deagles and you're like sweating. You're like, oh my god, if they just hit them one time, it's all over.
Yeah. Yeah, the worst thing to do against Scouts is play like a really drawn out round. Give them chances to tag you. See, I know that smoke. It's an easy one.
It is an easy one.
Yeah.
We need to convince Sliggy to get a jump throw bind.
KD with one. Some damage being done, but the defense has been removed. I think in a timely enough manner that there's nothing that can be done there for Heroic. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice try, mate. Nice try.
I would imagine they'll show presence for a while, maybe fish for something through the window. Scout's not too valuable, although they can be used in the next round if they are held on to. But they may not be. So, Sliggy thinks he's too pure for a jump bind. But he played Source.
Is that?
So he's about as pure as a Twinkie. That's science.
Quick science.
We'll have to get the jump throw bind in there.
Maybe he's just lazy, James.
That too.
What if like you put it in his config when he wasn't looking?
Do you know, one show match, Jason bound both my mouse buttons to kill, which I found out in the warm-up. But the problem is, for him, my config is read-only, so I just restarted CS and I'm all good to go.
Ah.
I'm really smart, you see.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that he made it too obvious. It shouldn't have been a mouse button, obviously. It should have been like a Molotov, because you're not getting a Molotov until like a little bit later.
That would be cool, yeah. Press the Molotov button.
Yeah.
Can't believe just what has happened.
Eamon said it should have been the diffuse, the use key. Should I open a door and you die?
Oh, that would be... The use key would be the dirty one. That would be real dirty, man.
True story. In like a WCG qualifier 1.6, I went. This one I think I was playing with like Loaded or something like that. The team Loaded. I know now it's like a talent company, but used to be a team. And Steno, the in-game leader that taught me everything, was defusing a bomb. 0 versus 3. He didn't have his defuse key down. The bomb blows up when we lose the match 16-14.
I've done that before.
He had no use key.
No, he forgot to bind it. And he was like panicking, so he didn't even tell us at the time. We were like, what's going on? Why is the bomb not being defused?
So that tells me that he probably doesn't use Wazard.
I don't know. I still don't know the reasoning for it. I think he thinks that someone...
Why would you say WASD instead of WASD?
Yeah.
Why not?
WASD isn't a word.
So
They're
what?
letters.
So what?
So WASD. You use ESDF, right?
Yeah.
So what do you say? ESDF.
Depends on how I feel. It depends on my mood.
Okay, so in what mood do you say, how do you say it when you're in the mood to say ESDF?
People say QWERTY.
Yeah. People say Dvorak.
I've never heard that one. What is that?
Dvorak is another... Dvorak is
You
the
got
most...
me there, man. Why have you ruined it for me? WASD sounds ridiculous. Sounds like you're trying to say wizard, but you've had Quaaludes.
Dvorak is the most efficient keyboard layout that exists.
I love this boost, by the way. I think Renegades use it as a major. Oh.
Yeah, James sometimes pops it out, whips it out, pops on.
Whip it out.
Whip out the WASD. I guess I can't really criticize it with the QWERTY.
Wazard.
But WASD hurts
Wazard
me.
is for losers.
Hurts my ears.
You heard me.
I remember there was a guy on Reddit who used Scream's config and didn't realize that French keyboards have a different layout. So his fingers were all kind of twisted up. And he's like, oh, I feel better playing like this.
He's like moving forward with his left hand and moving backwards with his right.
Mega placebo.
What's going on?
Amazing. Someone came into my chat the other day and said, why are you using Cold Zero's crosshair? I'm like, this is my crosshair. The hell are you talking about?
I think the worst kind of person is the person that has like mouse 2 bound to something else.
Ooh, I can
Yeah,
I have something for that. But we have a set piece coming in on the A site. Virtus.pro looking to shut it down. Everyone's here though. All hands on deck for the Danes. And that's a good start from Cadian. All right. Well, they both died instantly, so that creates some problems.
3 versus 3. No one in CT just yet. Snappy's on the way. The utility is arse for Heroic. Stavin has a smoke and a flash, and he's on short. So he could get something towards the Palace area. If he was jungled, he could smoke off ramp from there. There's the pop flash. Partly eaten by Heroic, but so far so good. They've taken one player out at the cost of a player, 2 versus 2. Only S-Tag has the kit. He's by the whole booth, and Stavin is creeping up. They finish off the job. Is the right man going to get on the bomb? He is. And they'll collect the bounty. That did better than I thought it would.
Yeah, excellent flash from... That was Stavin in connector, throwing that flash in front of CT. That saved the round. That was the only piece of utility they had that was of any value.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
What a time to win a round 2. But quickly, so what is considered to be the best aimer of all time in the Quake series, across all the Quake series, is a player called Toxic, Swedish guy, and he uses mouse 1 and mouse 2 as forward and backwards, and Z and X as left and right, and spacebar as shoot.
I don't understand. How do you even get started?
Consistently the best aimer across all the Quakes. So what do you, if you know, you need any proof that it's all preference, then
how on earth do you get there in the first place?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So well, left and right is the mouse is on the mouse.
It's the thing is that
it left and right on the mouse?
No,
left
no,
and right?
keyboard. But the thing is that he's so old school, like from Doom. You know, like that's like some old school setup before Wazard even existed. You know, and you're talking about games like the original Doom.
Wazard.
Dan's really. You just said it.
Shut up. WASD was suggested by Thresh, wasn't it? Didn't he kind of?
I don't remember.
I did a panel at Comic-Con with Thresh about esports stuff, and some dude from himself with a giant pad and note for some reason. But Thresh was.
Whoa!
I'm pretty sure he was saying.
Where did that smoke connector come from?
Maybe from B halls.
It looked like it almost came from jungle.
I'm not sure. Too distracted by Harry Potter wizards.
Or the flight simulator people that play like inverted mouse movement.
That's what I use.
Yeah, and that might be how this push feels for Virtus.pro because they're getting taken out. Pillar to post.
I would like the Pinnacle guys to get another loop of Sean making weird noises. So there's a good one for you guys if you're listening.
Yeah, well, if like, you know, you're at LAN or something and Dan's AFK, which happened once somewhere, maybe just in the office, and I tried to play on his machine. Oh my god, it was impossible. It was impossible.
So you just double your sends, inverted.
Yeah.
ESDF. Everything is a specific bind.
Sometimes the crouch keys is not bound to anything.
Gotta mix it up, you know.
Jeez, playing
training mode.
It's next level. Glocks and a Deagle for Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro. By the way, some trivia. The team Pro 100 is pronounced Prosto in Russian. Yeah.
Really?
It's not Pro 100. So, or 100 is like Sto or something like that in Russian. So the team name is Prosto.
Cool.
Not many people know that, but we're here to educate and regulate.
Oh, the window position.
Hey!
That's a cool double.
Ding ding.
It's all under control. Oh god, PHR making it a little bit awkward. But here comes peek from connector. No, maybe not. Nice. Let me get a flash. Beautiful.
Do you guys ever play on the warm-up server DMs? They start with like pistol, headshot only,
those?
then general pistol, then force by weapons, and the full weapons.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
I always play that one. Yeah.
They just added a ding when you kill someone now. There's a sound when you tag someone, and there's a ding when you kill someone, which reminds me of playing the heavy in TF2.
Yeah.
With the heavy machine gun.
Is that the one where you have to like end with a knife kill?
No.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Gun Game.
Yeah.
Gun Game. I missed the mod with the the Mario sounds. I preferred that one to the Valve equivalent. Borup gets popped in the face near the ramp, and it's another collateral, this time for Cadian.
Yikes.
Trying to escape. He might just be able to, as bad as it looks. We've got to push through the palace, but there's variants, there's smokes, there's flashes. He sees the head by the bricks, taken out by S-Tag. Just looking for targets, but they're getting slayed from all directions. And now Snax moves down to Shadow in the smoke. So KD now gets another 1v1. Did he spot the other player by the stairs? Looking to swing on him, but only Snappy will be required. More scrappy rounds, this time on the A bomb site, and that collateral most certainly helped.
Yeah, the collat's raining in right now. It's crazy. I can't believe Cadian stayed alive, too.
Yeah.
The flashes.
He was desperately looking for that third player. He was looking everywhere for him. Yeah. Just wasn't finding it.
They're really well played, and these close performance, or like these marginal situations, are really adding up now for Heroic. Force VP onto the full save. And again, this is another game where VP looked like they were in control. But Heroic is starting to get some momentum, so it could be Heroic's time. No collateral there for Cadian. Fast-moving pistols. Oh god, the orb has collected. The shots whiff though, and so the damage will be minimal, which is good news for Heroic. You really need to build that bank, and build it they will. Looking kind of good there now, but the buy is back in for VP.
Yeah, it really felt like VP was running away with this. Like, I didn't think Heroic could bounce back after, you know, the initial 3.
Yeah.
But here we are, 5 straight.
The 4th round too with that defuse where they like instantly lost both players on the A site. That was massive.
Flash from Staven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have really good flash work. The nade usage is great.
Yeah, just like mid-game teamwork stuff, like stuff that you can't really go over.
Yeah.
In a server, I guess you could technically for that scenario.
Oh, bold stuff from Staven. Takes down snax, who serves as a lurk in this default. That's why the AWP pushes are really good. When a team's running a default, you're often just going to find a 1v1 if you're going to push, that is. Oh, dear, that's not good. Snatchy will probably not get that opportunity again. Staffen's going in. He wants to take down Snatchy. Smoking connector for his teammate. Lovely stuff. Holding on to that mid control. That really slows things down for VP. They already expect to have had proper mid control by now, I think. Yeah. But they've been pushed back.
It's annoying as the underpass player where PHR is right now, and that smoke just keeps getting refreshed, and you just know you can't peek it. So you have to wait for it to fade. And now you can see he's finally getting his roll started.
40 seconds on the clock. And look at the rotation to A. Snappy makes his way towards CT. S-Tag will lurk around the crawl space. Going back towards B, just wondering actually. Seems some uncertainty. Flashes. Borup trying to hold down jungle, but he smoked up from the side. Still finds a frag in PHR though. Throwing mollies towards the stairs maybe, but he can't save Snappy. It's a flashbang in fact, and he was so close, but Veggie gets 2. Cadian on the ramp now, causing problems. There's a peek from Snatchy, 25 HP, smokes are up, and there's 13 seconds to plant the bomb, and that CT rotation is in now. S-Tag is waiting through the smoke before the bombs even attempted to be planted. That was perfect timing, and the score is tied.
Man, these ops are just such a thorn in the side right now, Virtus.pro. I feel like they're opening up every single round. Ever since they started running this double op, Virtus.pro just doesn't have a solution for it. It seems like it's 5v4 at the start of every round.
Yeah, and it feels like there's a bunch of different ways things can go wrong for Heroic, but they keep finding crazy solutions. The kill through the smoke onto the planter there, for example, and just the variance of the pop flashes into the smokes and the pushes. But still, Heroic find ways forwards in these scenarios. Really impressive. There's something about this Heroic lineup which is just working right now.
Yeah, they're really scrappy. I feel like whenever they're down, they adapt. They have like a solid double op. They have the young riflers. Their teamwork's on point in mid-game scenarios where like it doesn't matter that they're a new team because it's just basic teamwork, like calming.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all stuff you want to see.
Forcing them forwards with the incendiary, doing a fair amount of damage, but no kills. No more collaterals from Cadian. Still, it seems I feel like we're being teased in that regard, but he does fall back into safety. A 3v4 retake here. There's no utility left on VP. Snax has collected a smoke from a dead CT, and that's going to be allowing him to get a plant, but it's also going to allow the CTs to get closer. So maybe it's a double-edged sword in that regard. Free kill for Snappy. Oh man, follows up on the stairs for the seconds. And now there can only be so many places these remaining two players are in. Well, there's one of the two. Snatchy, last man standing, has to offer up a big clutch, but there are players pushing in from all over the place. This is getting scary, but they managed to make it work. And that will be 4 kills for Snappy.
Yeah, killed everyone in the A site.
It's crazy.
Wow, I thought VP was going to get that round. Snappy just rolled in, front triple, bang bang.
Great week for Heroic.
It feels like that smoke for the plant is it's like weird because you want to throw that smoke to guarantee the plant, but at the same time it kind of allowed them to just walk up CT with no problems, and no one was looking CT.
I love that play on retakes, by the way. When the guy comes spawn and swings left side triple like that, I feel like there's always openings because people near the ramp have to hold like the sight cross. There's not many positions I can hold that other than sandwich. VP just didn't have anyone there.
Now Heroic are 3 away. Oh, no. Okay, no harm done. Literally none. But there was potential. Oh, wait, that's even better. The other HE probably would have gone past that very specific HE. Somebody creeping by a smoke, but have the best grenades come and gone for the CT side. 3 smokes up on the B bomb site. Is there a plan B though for Virtus.pro? S-Tag starting to wonder himself. We've got the creep from Snatchy, and Stavin is here to try and do something, but sees too many targets. Caden will deliver very quickly, misses a second flick though. Maybe suggesting a fake flashbang. Went to the well one too many times. Snappy and Borup remain in a good position. Unable to respond to Snappy, causing problems from A to B. Snatchy creeps. Where is Borup? Does he have much of an idea? Doesn't matter. Snappy delivers another kill. 3 in the round from him. 2 monstrous rounds from Snappy. And Heroic are at 14.
There literally isn't a player on Heroic now at this point that hasn't like caused a serious swing in one of their games this week. I feel like we've praised Borup, S-Tag, Katie, and Stavin. And now this game at Snappy. It's just everyone is coming up huge in the late parts of these games. Just massive individual performances.
It's gonna be so frustrating for Virtus.pro. It looks like Heroic are on, are looking like they're gonna make this work right now. We haven't seen any success from VP. They've gotten close. They've gotten into a few really advantageous, or what feels like advantageous situations in which they just cannot close. And it feels like you can't really fault them. You can't say that there was a glaring mistake from VP.
No. They're in a lot of these rounds actually. Like, it's not like they're just getting blown out. I mean, obviously the rounds where there's collaterals, those are hard to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a drought of rounds here. I think, what is that, like 8 in a row?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Flash top mids who thwart any peaks from the T side, from that triple area. Good one to note. Helps the window player deal with any fast plays from the T side. Snax lines up a smoke now. One lands on top of the balcony, one drops below. So the top of the balcony helps people burst, makes it hard to shoot them from that CT position. Flashbang into the smoke, and out he comes with timing. Spots Borup, but he can't deal with him. And now his teammates have to focus on his position as more flashes and more CTs come through. There's a smoke in the middle of everything. S-Tag easily avoids the flashbang, and they have to come off the bomb. That won't get planted, and nothing much more will happen for Virtus.pro other than losses, heavy losses and body bags. And it's match point for Heroic. It has been, what's that, 8 rounds in a row?
9.
9 rounds in a row.
Wow. I mean, Borup, when he got that first kill, just the fact that he like stood there and waited for a flash from his teammates, that's so cool. Like that's such a rare sight to see. You know, normally like you would just swing out and just be like, well, I'm dead. I might as well just fight to my death right now. His first instinct was, someone flash for me, someone flash for me.
Tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of the team. Wow, Miyu's up real fast towards Catwalk, and he's going to try to push the smoke, but Stavin's ready for that. Shenanigans have been stopped as the creep comes up the A ramp. Will be spotted out now by Heroic, and 3-1 onto Cadian might create some opportunities here for Virtus.pro as they do get themselves a plant, and his tag on the flank has been shut down as well. So you would imagine if any round for VP, surely this one, as they get it an even better situation with another kill and no response at all, and that's what VP needed. And just that one round is taking them so long after the pistol round to get around. Puts them to 13, 2 away from an overtime.
So if you're heroic here, do you full buy this round, even though you're not going to have like a perfect buy? I guess they are. They're going to go with the full buy here, and then just, if they lose it, have a really off buy, I guess, for the last round.
Yeah, I guess keep that momentum up in some respects.
It's a pretty reasonable buy, except Borup. He's been so important. He's only got a Desert Eagle. Opting for utility, which has been pretty good. They've been good with the HEs as well in the rounds of late. This tag knows he can't just go and pick that for free. A flash from A would help from triple, but no one's there. Cadian's alone on the A bomb site, holding from CT.
Where's that smoke?
Where is that coming from?
Not sure if it's over the wall on shorts.
That's a cat
or is
player.
it, or if it's from... No, Snappy's the one who hasn't got a smoke grenade, so...
My.
Must be a lineup from... I'll have to look for it later.
That's actually really cool. That's super cool. Get the notepad out.
Feels like Heroic has to save these guns. Okay, maybe they could just win the round.
It is possible. They have the AWP on Cadian. They are going to be in position to defend an A push. Well, if there are smokes, they can be pushed out of position, but there is a chance here. AK collected by Stavin. Fully loaded, pretty much. Cadian with the timing shot. Stavin with that aggressive peek. Very vulnerable from the balcony position. Gets out of there just in time. Snappy with the task. Can't find much. Stavin, it's all on him now against 3 players. They're fairly weakened. And there's no AWP on these players, so there is a world, but the flashbang will deny him, and it will be now up to a Scrappy force buy from Heroic. And maybe they should have saved to get a better buy this round.
Yeah, maybe not like a full save that round. I understand, like what James said, you want to ride that momentum, right? You feel like you've been dominating all half, things are going your way. But if they would have like pistol half bought that last round, they would have
one great chance.
One perfect buy as opposed to a meh buy and then this. This is awful.
Yeah. A rough situation for them. The scout is out for Snappy.
Scout out.
The grenades have been really key for them. So how much do they... I mean, they can't really buy anything anyway. So I don't know that that much sacrifice has to be made. There will be no HEs in this round. Unless S-Tag picks one up. Does he go for a defuse kit, though? Maybe that's what the delay was in those final grenades. Do I go for the kit? We've got no kit. Do I go for the grenades? He picks up the HE. They will look to frag out, as they say. And here we go, a charge in the mid position, the smoke up top. Miyu's going to gamble. He's going to push through the smoke with a pop flash. And it's going to work swimmingly. A big risk, but Borup's alone with the Desert Eagle, and he won't last very long. The flip side of that is giving up rifles to your opponent, but they felt confident. They had the trade fraggers, and they've really shut down this round immediately.
That was crazy. I did not expect BP to go through that smoke. I love how fearless they are. I mean, I guess they definitely had the numbers to do it, and obviously the flashes were really strong. Those heroic players were full white.
No, it's just about securing it. Doesn't feel like there's a world where Heroic can salvage this situation. Tag from Snappy always needs to be the headshot though. I wonder if there'll be like a player that specializes so heavily in the scout that we see the scout picked up more often. Because in theory, if you're so accurate as you can hit those headshots, it's pretty damn strong with the movement speed and everything. But it will be overtime. Virtus.pro managed just barely to squeeze in the overtime, so that's a great effort from them. But going into it this overtime, I really have no idea which way it's going to go.
I think it's break time.
Ooh,
goodbye.
Alright, wanna know where I got it? Well, look, go to CS.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Start your path to pro. Begin your matchmaking experience with like-minded players. Climb the ranks, meet your teammates, and make it all the way to the top. Rise through the ranks to the FPL circuits and play alongside the best players in the world. And who knows, you might just be the next Iwu. Begin your road to pro at FACEIT.com.
Welcome back. It's overtime time for Heroic and Virtus.pro on Mirage. Virtus.pro need to win this map to survive, to force a third map. Can they do it? Find out. Cadian not starting as he wishes to proceed.
The B nades have not always been the one this game. We've seen some near misses and some nades pretty much blowing up in one's face. A smoke towards top connector. There you go, Connor. You learned a new smoke. Easy one.
He said he knows that one.
I heard what he said. Got two T's now moving up towards a short position. He's never thrown that smoke in a game with me, ever. Not once.
Ooh.
Snatchy down to 60 HP. Cadian moving through the apartments. The bomb is in the apartments. This could get super weird. Interesting. Heroic have strong positions on both sides of the map. They've got 3 people on the A bomb site, but if Cadian keeps an angle through the apartments, then this could lead to devastation. He could be a one-man earthquake. Jumping past the angle, he spots the bomb. Is he able to get through the window somehow? He is, but they're posted up on short as well, Virtus.pro. They were ready for that one.
Snappy's in so much trouble here. There's not really that much he could do. Didn't have that defensive smoke ready to go. Flicks, everything getting missed suddenly by Heroic. All starts with that first. I mean, the instincts were good from Cadian, but just his S-attack can do something. He gets one, but he's down to 2 HP, finished off. But indeed, it feels like, you know, Cadian, if he hits that, like he's right to hold. He knows the first guy's baiting the shot, but then he misses the sitter, and then that's it. From then onwards, it didn't seem like there was anything that Snappy could do.
Yeah, it's weird. Snappy knew that that player, you know, traded Cadian out from Catwalk, so he tried to commit for the Catwalk kill, but that guy wasn't progressing up and fell back. So then Snappy found himself in a really tough spot.
Smoke grenades being lined up. Nice flash from Borup. Will delay somewhat. Now he has a smoke he could drop immediately. He'll hear all these grenades being thrown. Drops the smoke. Waits for the flashbangs to come. Rotating away. Oh, that's an important one. Got another player coming out of Palace. Seeing more players come out of Palace these days, but this time it will not be so successful.
Borup was stopping it all. Finally, he's been dealt with, but there's more to be done here. They haven't crossed to the bomb site successfully. Sometimes you're in this spot, if you know you haven't got any positions, you just go back. You know, you don't have any way to safely cross into position, and you have a timing here. Obviously, you got to be worried about people pushing these positions, but They feel confident in the B apartments play. Stavin's in a position to hear them if they run in the apartments. Yeah, there it is. He hears it. Oh, man.
Rotate's coming.
Whiffs the shot, and the bomb's just going to get planted. All of a sudden, Snatchy's now in position with the open B apartments as well, so there are issues here. Important smoke, though, to create some space, block off Snatchy, but he's good for the frag and catwalk. But now it's all on Snatchy, and he is a dab hand with the AWP. Going close, shotgun mode finds the next one. There's one more to go. Snappy, which way is he going to turn? Snatchy tries to search him amongst the smoke. How did Snappy get that? That's insane. I think he just understood the timing of Snatchy walking around.
He must have seen him through the smoke.
I was literally about to say, like, bet all Snatchy. Like,
yeah.
He was feeling it right there. Like, that was so well played that he got that frag from up top, immediately jumped down, knew that no one would peek him on the left since he was seen up top, went for the quick no-scope on the left. Oh, he played that perfectly.
Saw all the information as well. See a second player. And then, yeah, Snatchy's closer to the smoke, and that's why it's a problem in duels like that. When you're creeping around the side of it, other person's further away, they're going to see you first. Stavin with a Molotov top mid. Moving forward. HE goes deeper than he may have liked if he had all the information. Mihu creates some presence towards the B bomb site. So it looks like VP are lining up to execute into B with grenades towards the archers and so on. Right now, Virtus.pro only showing the presence of one person with Mihu. Oh, they have an idea, do they?
The problem is, how do you take that position? You kind of can't without more, greater effort.
But do you need to? Well, if they force them back towards A, which is the main place of rotation, I suppose, then B should theoretically be weaker. A longer rotation in mid, at least, although Virtus.pro still haven't committed just yet. Another smoke to create some space, and Heroic are reading this, and they will have a potential third person over towards the B bomb site sooner rather than later.
Everyone's in position. Oh, you normally expect that frag to go the way of the UMP player, but it's an even trade between the two sides. Caden with that whiff. Really needed to connect. Can he find a connection before he goes down? He will not. And with that, all position is lost on the site. The creep from Easter Tag is going to be good for one. Borup waiting for the next peak. It's a hard shot, but you don't win this round without hitting some hard shots at this point. And the timing just unfavorable there for Borup. Against the AK as well, no less. And the player on the other side, it's just so difficult. He's trying to bait him forwards, and he's forced forwards, and he is forced to die. 2 rounds for VP at the end of the first half. A good start for them.
Man, it's really unfortunate. Snappy had the M4 from the previous round clutch, but he must have just done the whole like team player. I'm the B player, I'll take the UMP. He had a UMP during that execute, and I guarantee he plays a little bit differently if he has a rifle in that scenario. Maybe be a little bit more selfish.
Now the sides have changed. Virtus.pro all in on the first round. Double AWPs. I love Snax's Bowie. It's hard to get a clean skin. The Knight skin. It's hard to find a clean knife of any. Very nice Bowie. Anyway, Molotov into the connector position, stopping the CTs from posting up, and they move towards the boxes. Virtus.pro not trying to win the round in mid just yet. They will change up their setup. Snax sniping in the window of B. Mihu near short as per usual. Haven't seen much of his smoke shenanigans. We can't do it too often, otherwise it becomes predictable. Heroic with 3 players in mid. A lurker towards A and 1 towards B, moving back towards mid to make it 4 in mid.
Stavin encroaching upon connector and looking to get some opportunities for the team.
Should be a jungle smoke, I think.
Yeah, it's a Veggies position. That's really cool. Veggie, does he go forwards? Yes, he does, and it's not going to work out. The timing unfavorable. Virtus.pro getting wiped clean from the A bomb site. Mihu trying to walk in. And he's going to find himself one, but the double peek is too much. And at this point, Snax, do you just save this? The AWP is expensive. Maybe try to get a kill before he falls back, or maybe he goes for it now. It's a difficult one. You're up against an AWP and a Krieg. Swapping out for the M4. Trying to punish a push behind him. His game sense is unreal because that's exactly what was happening. Moving to the stairs. Good movement there. And oh wow, another AWP to be collected. That's such a huge win for snax. I don't know how he gets the AWP out of this. Not bad.
Yeah, it was a super expensive round, as mentioned, for Virtus.pro, so it's a must-save. It really is. If they don't win this round, VP, they're not going to have much to fight with to take it to overtime number 2. So there's a lot of pressure here.
Double up on T side. I don't see that very often.
Some teams don't use AWP on T side at all.
Yeah.
And they've gone with 2.
Oh, he's going to run out mid.
Triple Krieg. Classic buy. Wow, that's a painful one. Cadian's out there on A ramp as well. Lots of value to be had here for Heroic with these AWPs. Veggie just able to escape into connector, into safety, into the loving embrace of his teammates for the moment as they stabilize themselves. We'll lose window for the time being. A very fast rotation from Heroic towards B. And the push with Virtus.pro from PHR allows them to know about this, and so they will be positioning on B for Virtus.pro. Do Heroic commit?
That's so smart by PHR because we saw it early round. Cadian went for that ramp pick, right?
Yeah, he did.
So that means he saw Cadian back away and he was like, well, I'm pushing.
Oh dear.
My god.
Snax didn't retreat back as far as he might have liked. Again, a very important round for Virtus.pro.
Gustavin has really solid positioning right now.
But for how long? He's walking into a snatchy angle. That's not healthy for anyone. There are no smokes, so where would they choose to plant? Everything is a risk. He doesn't have a deep enough... Oh god, the bomb's moving through the underpass. PHR is not going to get taken out, and that might just be the end of that. There's a trade, but surely now Snatchy has all the information. 20 seconds, Ooh. That's a massive headshot, and he spots the 180, and snax are taken out as well. Turning this around, 13 seconds, where's he going? He's got a bomb, and he's being flanked from the back! Goes straight into Veggie, had no idea where the last player was.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, he read that situation so well until the last frag.
Oh, that's so crazy. Such a beautiful peek, oh my god. It's crazy that there was so much indecision around what he should do in the 1v1 there.
No, I guarantee it's because Stavin was in the A site and a comm must have come saying there must be a guy pushed A because I'm on top triple and nothing's happening.
Right,
so like the way the communication worked is he thought there was a guy close A.
That makes complete sense, yeah.
Now what are they going to do? That's a great HE as the T's try to cross the smoke.
What do you get spammed? Oh.
Almost bite off Molotov on the site. Good enough. Clears some space, but the smokes are still up, and there's a resmoke for Heroic. Maybe there's a chance just yet. They've got another Molotov and S-tag as well, and they've got a double rotation. So Snappy's just charged out, and is Borup going to bait him? I think he is. He'll go to face him as well. And there is the trade. That'll run distraction as the numbers start to get thin on the site itself, and Cadian will deliver a nice kill. His turn to bait now with the Krieg. Will do more than that. Snatchy, 1 versus 2. Overtime number 2. Not over just yet.
That was hilarious seeing Stop It. Just running and spraying. Just like into the smoke. He just was like, please connect a bullet.
James, have you ever considered calling your subs the Bardolphians?
No.
Like, you know, if you're from Bardolphia, you're Bardolphian.
From Bardistan.
Bardistani, then, it would be?
Suppose so, yeah. Maybe that's one way.
The Bardolphians
Bardistanians.
I like Bardolphian, though.
Bardistans. Citizens of Bardistan.
Bardistan, man.
Immigration will be open soon, people.
Isn't the guy from Rocky named, like, Dolph Lundgren?
Dolph Lundgren,
yes.
So what if you name
He's like a PhD in physics or something.
When you guys are quite finished, there is a charge into the B bomb site with the bomb from Heroic, and PHR's coming in from the back. Only good for one because he's going to be flanked by S-Tag, who was late to the party. Fashionably late, and it works. Man advantage for Heroic. Snatchy, though, he's lurking, he's creeping, and so is Veggie, but he won't get to pull the trigger. Snatchy certainly will, but not before the bomb goes down. And he will fall to S-Tag from the window, through the window, into the face of Snatchy.
Into the face.
Through the front, out the back.
Yeah, it's always a big plus when you have somebody that's been throwing the smokes from very far away that gets to kind of have that space between the main party of aggressors on your team and can catch that flank. That is definitely a big win. Rogue picking up that first T round. I do wonder, you know, because VP into the start of the overtime, the previous one, they looked really strong.
Yeah.
But overtime, it just feels like this enigmatic, unsolved entity whereby momentum, I guess because you're only on a side for so long, you're not worrying about money, momentum doesn't really feel as much of a thing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I was surprised that B rush just worked, given the fact that they had that guy in underpass. It seemed like there was a few scenarios where everything could have went wrong. And it just didn't work out in VP's favor.
They haven't won many, if any, rounds like that as well. No. I think they struggled a lot on their B rounds against VP.
Like all these like sloppy rounds seem to be going to Heroic right now. Or like the trades are going all over the place.
Advantage Heroic for now. 1 of 1 in OT2. Not to be confused with operating Thetan. Snatchy back to old tricks. He can hardly be stopped from this position. Mihu in the middle of mid will deliver as well. Virtus.pro on the cusp of a much needed round to break the momentum. Don't want to be 0-3 at half. Snatchy is just so nasty. An easy 4K. He makes it look easy. Definitely isn't, but he makes it look easy on the A bomb site. And just like that, it's 19 apiece.
No one kills this man when he's close ramp. I feel like he always gets it and gets away.
Yeah, he does.
So fast.
He's such good value from that position.
I mean, remember the first day we were like, wow, this is aggressive. There's no one with him. Like this is so risky. Now I'm just like, this is the least risky thing I've ever seen in my life. He's just so good at this.
It's guaranteed. It's just guaranteed.
It's what he does. He's a specialist.
Oh, but this is a good way to counter it. You pinch him from the balcony as well. Oh, he's going deep here. That's how you deal with him.
Indeed.
You gotta pinch him. Split onto Snatchy. Now they have the bomb site accessible, and look at this. They go for the rotation into the B bomb site. That is beautiful. This feels like it's over this round because the positioning will be extremely strong for Heroic. Virtus.pro have worked it out now, but will they get there in any level of a meaningful time?
Oh man, yeah. PHR's gonna be on this flank, and if they take out Stavin, I still don't think they're okay. They're ready for it.
Yeah, they were ready. I was surprised Stavin was ready for that. How would you expect a player from mid to go back B apps?
Yeah, and it's really strong awareness too of ECS to know that there's a guy watching the flank, but there could still be a flank through underpass in between them.
Yeah,
like that. Oftentimes that goes overlooked. What a round.
Indeed, and this time it's Heroic who get 2 rounds on the T side. Let's see if they can finish it off. Again, if Virtus.pro lose this game, they have lost finals. Heroic, they won Dust 2 against Virtus.pro. It's very close, but they managed to do it, and this is even closer.
It is. Heroic really trying not to lose a single map in this bracket this week. Now they will continue on their CT side. Virtus.pro may feel a bit dejected after that, even though the score is still close, but it can easily become very far with just the odd rounds for Heroic. For Heroic, it will be 2 AWPs, and again, Virtus.pro going back to this telegraphed execute into the B bomb site. However, Heroic are out of position. They're still going to have the meaty grenade, though, from Snappy, who has delivered multiple times. This time he's blind, though, and now he's gone.
At least Stavin gets a kill there. That does make things a little bit easier, but everyone's coming in from the markets. So that's not good.
This is going to be such a hard retake. It's almost like, do you save these two ops?
Yeah, they would need smokes to... They have all the smokes. They would need smokes to create a lot of space out of the window. Like where that Molotov is, the smoke would be pretty awesome.
I feel like they have to save.
B retakes on this map are just ridiculous.
20 apiece. It's a day of overtimes.
Dude, did you see the game earlier between Fnatic and Furia on Overpass?
Yes, that's why I referenced that. It is a day of overtimes across the board, across the world.
How many overtimes was that one? It
Across
was like
continents.
it was like
many.
64 rounds or something in total. It was like
Many
like
overtimes.
6 overtimes.
Nintendo 64. Remember that video? When he opens the present Christmas?
Not really.
I was like,
I remember the banned Xbox video where he flies out. He's like launched from a lady garden, and then it's flying and aging, and then crashes into a coffin and dies at the end. And it was banned. 20 rounds. First team to 22. Otherwise, it's overtime number 3. Virtus.pro creeping towards the A bomb site. Borup trying to do his best snatchy impression, but wrong tool for the job. But he can still deliver in his own way. But then maybe he can't. Mihu with the opening frags around the default position. Might be hard for Heroic to recover from this. Taking out the lurker in mid. And now maybe there's a chance. We've got a 2-man push to short. They make their way towards the window, towards the jungle.
I think Mihu hears everything though. He's in position. Nice.
Wow.
That's a must hit as well. A snatchy dead. And now there's a chance. You got CT, you got jungle. Gonna make this one work. PHR in position though to deny that one. Ooh, up on top of the box, stabbing with the counter position. And now it gets even more doable.
Oh
pushing forwards, and here comes the defuse. He's just gonna go. Is he gonna go for the stick? No, he's trying to throw out the spray. Mihu's there from the connector. Oh no! Oh, I think he has that round. Mihu's peeking as well, and he has no HP. I think that would have been the round.
They had flashes as well.
no. He would have won that round.
No flashbangerino.
I wonder if that's the mouse bug. The mouse wheel bug.
Oh,
That's
for
got
sure
to be,
it
yeah.
is.
That's why I don't use. That's why I'm spacebar pleb. For life.
And that happens to me, and I've used mouse wheel.
Spacebar for me. Well, they still got a reasonable buy Heroic. But they're on the back foot now. Have Virtus.pro solved the puzzle? This is a pick off Virtus.pro. Very fast boost, but Snatchy's even faster. It fails. 4 versus 5 early for Heroic. This does not bode well.
Snatchy's such a good AWPer, it's crazy. Just knows everything.
Ooh, he thinks he can catch the window rotator, but the window rotator's already in the site.
Ooh, and there's chances indeed. Snatchy thought that he had it all, but now he has to recover the situation. And Borup below the balcony is being searched for by PHR. He's managed to avoid detection though. That is kind of nuts. Oh, and all the walking around exposed to Cadian. Heroic. Looking good right now for another overtime.
That was literally like James when he's inside one of those like metal cages and there's a shark like right next to him.
I don't go in cages.
Something. You're just around the sharks.
I'm just out there. I'm out there like Skadoodle.
We out there.
We out there.
Would you...
I'm out here.
Never mind. Snatchy creeps up connector, and he's going to look to see if he can find anything here. They're looking for something. They need individual players to work out. This bomb is gone. The bomb gone. Snatchy, though, with a quick one. Oh, that's going to waste some time.
Under's mad.
Oh, that's gonna give Borup the angle, actually. And Snatchy's going to race to his doom. And it's... Wait, is it 3 or 4? It's 3.
This is the third overtime.
Yeah,
Going into.
okay, there we go. We back. We're still here.
So, James...
We never went away.
Love that combo.
Like P. Diddy.
You need that knife.
I have that knife, but mine's better.
What?
Of course it is. Mine's called Maximum Spider. I've got that spider web bang in the middle of it. Mine's gangster. Guys, show them my spider web knife. See if you play. My Karambit spider web beats most.
Where's the name tag at on?
It's on a handle.
Karambit?
On the inside.
Ah.
The inside of the handle. All right, 21-21. It continues. more overtimes, more AWPs. There's no creeks for Virtus.pro, interestingly. 4 AKs and the AWP onto Snatchy, who is now at 39 frags. Still not enough.
I want to see that connector smoke come in.
Yeah, it's normally Snappy, but he's in the ladder room, so I don't think we're going to see it on this round. AWP towards B on Stavin. He's inside the apartments. Veggie holding the opposite angle. T's know to be quick about the cross, but he's chosen to jump at the wrong angle, expecting perhaps the pixel angle. Stavin punishes, and he sees the bomb as well.
They tried so much to get that kill, and they finally get it. Brought up with the defense in window, though, will serve to make things better for Heroic. 4 versus 3 for them now. Pressure really on Virtus.pro, and a solo play into the AWP is not going to make things any better, leaving Snatchy and Snax to try to figure this one out. And they will be trying to go for that split onto the B-bomb side. Very difficult to make this one work, but there's always a chance, but not with action like that. There you go. Heroic, pick it up.
Stavin's just opping everyone. A lot of impact.
So is Snatchy.
True dat.
That's why, well, that's part of the, those are parts of the reasons why we are still here. Mirage continues. Virtus.pro fighting to win their pick. Smoke top mid, a slight delay. Get some more mileage out of the grenade. Borup up to his old tricks again. Wants to do the deeper smoke in the Molotov. Less gaps in it, presumably. Grenade set up from Virtus.pro. Smokes towards the stairs. Smoke towards CT. Smoke towards the jungle position. The re-smoke of ramp will be very, very key. There's the Molotov for triple. Boom. Off it goes. So normally Borup has fallen back to the shadow position, but now he's changed things up, and look how many people are having to hunt for him. That's slowing them down from advancing to the bomb site, and look at the grenades on default after Borup goes down.
Yeah, that's a great one. Although Snatchy with a forward position doing damage, but ECS able to do even more from the ramp position. The pinch comes in from the CTs. Veggie with the back against the wall, trying to defend this one. 2 players, one either side, but Cadian will drop him. Another round goes to Heroic in this overtime. They are making good inroads here on this CT side. I like the yellow and the blue.
Yeah, that was really cool teamwork between Borup and Cadian. The smoke close ramp, the molly behind it, forcing them right into Borup. Like you said, it just took so much time that by the time they moved to the bomb site, FACEIT was right behind them. It was never like a moment of calmness where Virtus.pro could think through like what is going on with the afterplan. Just constant harassment.
Can Heroic get 3 from 3? Surely that would be insurmountable. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Blocked by the smoke grenade, off to connector. He's alive. He has his health for now. Oh my god, just like that, they walk out of Palace with no warning. Not so common, but it can be devastating, as we can see, and that's a wild strat which may give Virtus.pro that much needed break. Stopping the clean sheet for Heroic. Sheet's looking pretty soiled now.
I like that. I like it when teams every so often just drop in the trade kind of fast contact. It's just dry, no nades. It's super strong sometimes. There you go. So indeed, as you say, James, Virtus.pro has something to work with here. So when you're doing shark diving, James, and you don't have any cages,
yeah,
is there like a limitation, like you could never do that if there's like great whites around, for example?
Not necessarily, but you would need to be more educated on how to identify their behavior and how to behave around them.
Okay.
Basically.
Is any of your skin like exposed?
For me, no, because I get cold really quickly, so I wear a full 5mm suit, but also I don't want to get scratched by coral if I collide with something, so I wear a full suit. But some people, in the Caribbean waters often people wear shorties, so lots of their legs are exposed. But for those dives, I wouldn't say it's compulsory. It depends on the type of shark maybe, but I don't think it's a really big deal.
ECS straight into the window here. There's no one to punish him either.
Yeah, this pace is going to catch them off guard.
Heroic only need 2 rounds. Look at the setup from VP. It's very interesting. All on the back wall of the A bomb site. And it's working out. Snatchy just popping him off from the ticket position, but the trades finally come through. ECS, he needed to get that one. And weird setup from VP, but it worked out for them.
Very weird. They like just held their ground in those 3 spots, and it all just worked out.
It's like 3 kind of off angles to some extent, except for the direct peek going in from ticket. That peek is extremely strong. I'm surprised teams haven't found more ways to shut it down when they're doing a huge play through connector, because that's like the one position that's going to cause you problems.
Oh, we've got some gimmicks here from Virtus.pro. Default plant spots, boost. Throwing in the spanner and it works in overtime. Round 47.
They do give up mid for free though by doing this. It's more gambly for sure from VP.
One of these 2 teams needs to win both of these rounds. Pop flash from 4, PHR. Sees nothing, but there is a lurker there. So they may think a split of the B A bomb site is less likely, but Orup has got the right spot. Alright, now moving into connector. Is that a smoke for connector itself?
Wow.
I mean for jungle rather. That's a big headshot for Snatchy, and indeed jungle is taken care of. One window opens, one window closes.
And that should be a wrap. I think we should see a save from VP, perhaps. Can't get a position onto the site, so indeed they will fall back. Again, Heroic going to be a match point now. Can hunt these remaining weapons, get rid of the AWP. If they can do that, that would be huge. Get rid of that money.
We thought it would be close, didn't we? We thought it would be close and hard to choose who's going to win. And it has most certainly proven to be that way. If you look at the score and the pistols on the first map, the current situation on the second.
Very cool. The hunting actually prevented, a couple players from VP for having full nades, so well worth it.
Can they do it? Can they bring it over the line, Heroic? Positioned very nicely. Snatchy, going back to his usual tricks.
Full faithful.
Huge battles, and there's a 1-for-1 trade around the underpass connector area. Connector still in control of Virtus.pro though. And then maybe more variants around the palace position. PHR sees nothing just yet. Looks like he's curious though. Pixel gap now held by Snax. Walking straight into it. There's a reason why you don't do that.
It's like Krieg confidence.
Yeah, but now it's very likely, I feel, that we're going to another overtime. That said, if these guys can stack together, they've got a 3 versus 2 on the A bomb site. They've got 1 smoke, though. If they don't smoke off jungle connector, then there's an extra Virtus.pro player to be had. Snatchy sees the bomb now. He can buy rotation, but he's got a blind spot on the top. The shots missed those. Nervousness, perhaps. 2 versus 4. Borup could find 2 and turn things around very quickly. There's 1, there's 2. Molotov is up. He has no idea how close the other players are. Snax on the stairs. Does he see him just yet? He's done a lot of damage. Maybe Cadian can do this. Down to the Glock. Surely the call is there. Much damage has been done. Does he try and creep towards the B bomb site? He's really trying, but he's not going to get there. The smoke isn't up for too long. And we go to overtime number 4.
4. I think.
Yep, it's 4.
Yes.
Indeed. Yeah, Cadian with that whiff on Snatchy.
It turned out it didn't really matter.
I guess because Borup gets a 2 out of it. True.
Sorry. Coughed on the mic.
I can't believe Snax
bastard.
hit that shot on Borup. It looked like he whipped to the right.
24-24. We've had 48 rounds of Mirage. 48 rounds.
I love it.
And now it's 49. Now we've got the Creeks out. 5 Creeks from Heroic. They've had enough of the AKs. They want to bully their opponent. Where are the bully hunters at? Is that number still people still answering the phone? That was who I swear to God, whoever came up with that idea is just so stupid. But it got funded, so
yeah, that means there had to be other people that were like, this is a great idea.
This is a great idea. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll be great. People will love us. We will be heroes. Bully hunters.
Is Dan
was it
recording
.org?
us right now?
Dan's recording us. Yeah, he's a voyeur. He's one of those guys in a Korean toilet.
What?
Yeah, man. People are getting arrested for putting cameras in toilets and stuff in Korea.
That's mental. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very perverse.
Well, Counter-Strike's happening, so we'll tune in to see exactly how this push is going to go. We've got a setup from Cadian where he's trying to attract some attention, get some nades out of the hands of Virtus.pro, but they're not biting. They don't have too much left anyway. Peek from Veggie, he's going to spot that Cat is compromised. BP playing really far back here, defending against this A split that's coming in. Cadian with the kill onto PHR. Veggie, though, they know that he's here, but they have to win the battles. He's doing a good job so far evading them, but only for so long. A big whip from Snatchy. That is a huge problem. And that's the bomb down.
2 versus 2. Do you think anyone's ever going to win this game?
No.
Stavin is going for the big rotation. It's a slow approach from Virtus.pro. They don't really have the utility to go any faster. Snappy, what on earth is that? Angles, familiarity, so much experience. He will face in the 1 versus 1 as a bait for Stavin to rotate, but it's not needed because Snappy will finish off the job. Heroic take the first round in the 4th overtime of the 2nd map.
Dang, they tried to smoke top connector, but the smoke rolled down to the bottom of the stairs. It would have been a perfect smoke to block off both players. Snappy getting a kill through the smoke definitely doesn't help anything.
He has that orange scope as well that you're talking about, James.
Yeah.
On his skin.
Yeah.
So we can pay attention to that.
That's
for sure.
I think we can.
The racing one, super cool.
Oh, the popsicle stick?
Yes,
Yep.
The racing livery. The legendary racing livery, or as Sean calls it, popsicle stick.
Yeah.
Meat popsicle.
The red, white, and blue popsicle.
FABs, the sprinkles on top. You got FABs here?
I don't know what that is.
He's fab. Fab ice cream.
No one called it fab.
Yeah, that was the marketing thing, wasn't it? It's fab.
FAB. There's a jumping peak from Snax, and he will live in regret. Well, he won't live because he just got fragged. But there's regrets there somewhere, I don't know, in the wind. Mihu holding down from the bench position, another failed HE. Both CT teams can't really throw grenades on the B bomb site today, it seems.
Look at this angle. Oof,
Is
not
this
deep
happening
enough.
right now?
Oh my god. And that's the B bomb side open. And there's a smoke. He has to push through it. He knows he had the lineup. Couldn't hit the shot. That's massive. What a push for PHR, almost getting another kill. Damage done. Veggie pushing forwards. Doesn't quite have the angle in time as he tries to find these 1v1s. It's not easy, but he picks it up. Oh, he almost had the second player as well, but Snappy locks it down. Snappy's having a great Mirage. Although Stavin is on the top fragging podium.
Surely this is it. Look at the money for the CT side. Surely this is the 3-0.
Surely.
Everyone's delivering on both teams.
Yeah. We could literally have a scenario where everyone has 30 frags or more.
Yeah?
How often do you see that?
There's barely 3 people who
Yeah.
don't. Cadian's on 29, Brock's on 29, PHR's on 27.
It
That's
could
it.
happen.
We're in the 30s and 40s.
That has to be... That had to happen like the amount of times you can count on one hand, right?
You think so?
In like professional matches, 10 players with over 30 frags.
I would still have 12 frags, but great utility.
There's so many kills, actually. Here we go, the set piece onto the A-bomb side. There's 4 Virtus.pro players here. 4 of them. It's a mag 7 on Snatchy. Gonna be curious to see if he can get some work with it. It's almost finding Borup, but Borup will backpedal into a more favorable range, and he will deal with that. Looking pretty good. Mihu on the bomb site, though, eventually traded out, and it's down to PHR now. He's got to do so much work. That's not bad, is it? A second kill coming out, holding position, buying time for Snax to rotate towards him. snax can collect that gun behind the smoke.
He headshot S-Tag and Sandwich.
I was really rooting for him to get that 30th frag. He was the last one remaining.
Well, there's still time. But how much time? Oh, snax. There's a free kill. That's the bomb as well. But how willing is he to reset the situation and go for the rotation? He's got to walk because he doesn't know how close Cadian is. Fair chance he's close-ish to the ramp. Now he can start running. As you can see, he speeds up. He's getting his skates on. Now, where does Cadian plant for? Where does he go? Does he go towards B? He likes these B rotations. 20 seconds left. It would be a gamble if, for example, snax went to jungle. 18 seconds, he sees nothing. And this is a master play from snax. Does he go for a default plant? There's the peak with the UMP. Oh, there's 9 seconds left. He's out again. And once more, just when you thought it was time for a 3-0, it's a 2-1. The score is still close.
Wow, Cadian kind of out-timed himself. He created an anti-timing for himself where he wasted so much time going towards CT that suddenly there's enough timing that if snax does make the rotation, now Cadian's exposed to him. So it's kind of it's a rough spot.
Snax big-brained him.
He did. Who's your favorite player, Sean, to watch in a 1v1 or 1v2 clutch?
James Bardolph.
It has to be Xyp9x, right?
Xyp9x.
Yeah.
Who's any runner-ups there? Any honorable mentions?
Ooh.
Ziwu.
Yeah, he's pretty exciting.
His
Simple.
awareness is nuts.
I guess Simple. Simple's really exciting to watch in clutch situations. Like he has innovative like nade usage.
Yeah, he makes all the big balls plays.
Yeah.
Right. All Heroic need is 2 rounds on the CT side. That's all they need. Will they be able to deliver?
Oh, Stanislaw. I like watching Stanislaw.
Oh yeah, Stan's actually nuts in the clutch. Nuts in the clutch. That's a long toss. Should be part of the shot put team.
You remind me of a shot put sometimes.
What does that mean?
I'm still deciding.
We don't know if it's good or bad yet.
Virtus.pro maybe looking for a rotation. 2 players around the entrance to B halls during those initial grenades, and again the pace has very much changed now. Staven getting curious, moving deeper towards B. snax with an off angle. He will be in a lurking position. Here it comes. A with smoked. We've got 1 CT in the fireboxes, isolated from everybody else. Will there be a pop flash for him to peek with? There'll be a HE towards the ramp. No one's checking the fireboxes just yet. The bomb plant's being attempted, and Brop's not going to reveal his position just yet. How many frags can he get out of this, Jez? There's 1. Looking for a place to punish him now, but they won't go too deep. His position is also a bait. PHR through the smoke, through to jungle. This is strong, but Borop is still on the site. PHR taken out. Borop is an issue. And now Mihu is all that remains for Virtus.pro on T-ramp. Do they know where he's coming from? Pre-fire through the flames just in case, and he gets blown up by Borop, alive all the time. Started on the site alone and finishes off the job for Heroic. 27-25.
Everyone has 30 now, Sean. 30 or more. Woohoo! 30 or more.
I wish we had the parties use still.
Yeah.
I didn't like the parties use.
Wow.
Made me angry.
You're such a party pooper.
Unless I'm throwing the party. Ask Devil War. Yeah.
So did you figure out the whole shot put thing yet, James?
No. I'll put it on the back burner.
I guess I'm hard to throw at long distance.
I've never tried. I wouldn't throw you as much as I'd launch you with something, some kind of device.
It's not really shot put then, is it? Well, there's a mid play from Virtus.pro. Very fast up catwalk Mihu. Looking for that pick. Oh, he might just get, oh my god. Like ships in, nope, well, not ships in the night because Mihu has absolutely exposed Staven. Will there be any spray back? He's going to be really cautious here. Trying not to give away a frag. Snappy, great headshot onto snax. That's really critical, but PHR follows it up. The pacing here from VP is really good, but a quick flank from Borop could change things.
Bet she's got some sound cues. While the bomb's planted, he's in a very strong position. Now, what activates first? The high ground for the CTs or the flank from Veggie? Looks like it will be the latter. They're lining up for him, and that is a power play from Veggie. Borup, he's been spotted now, and he's been ruined at extremely close range from Snatchy. The closer you get, the worse it gets for you if you're not Snatchy.
Sounded like it did about 500 damage.
Yeah.
What do you think? How much does that do, James?
448 damage is the most Yorp will do it in the head. 400.
That's like point blank?
Sometimes it's 448, sometimes it's 446.
I like a 448er.
Yeah. I think you're right on that one.
I would like the ragdoll the model just to like go up into the sky. Yeah. Just not come down.
Never
into,
there was that time
into orbit.
I think it was Zipex on Cash. He just went flying to the stars. I think that's where the 2 stars thing came from. It is match point for Heroic once again, and that's a great way to start things off. The tight choke points off the B bomb side. We've got 3 of the 5 players here for Heroic. They haven't rotated everybody just yet. Maybe the bomb's not on the radar. It is still up in the apartments, and snax is trying to turn things around. He's found himself a second frag on B, and the rotation is coming in so late. Cadian's just bunny hopping. Super Mario Brothers on the B bomb site. He's got to stay away from Snatchy, but he's found the right angle. Snatchy now in a 1 versus 2. He's got so much time on the clock. He's got the bomb. He's moving into the high ground. Spotted 1 towards Cat. Instant abandonment. Oh, Snatchy, he was so close, but Heroic are actually going to finally finish things off. 28 to 26. Everybody turning up, but Heroic leave with the spoils.
Yeah, crazy stuff. We predicted, except Sean, that Heroic would win this one. No, it's except Slicky. That Heroic would win this one, and they managed to do it. We all said it was very, very close. We said that it's most likely going to have to be a win at the first 2 maps if Heroic were to win it. Honestly, there are so many spots where VP look like the better team, but Heroic as well. They have a lot of layers to their game, and honestly, they've just been impressive, really impressive so far. The fact that every player can have so much impact is a positive sign.
Yeah, even in these long, drawn-out games, right? They have enough tactics to keep going and refresh strats in overtime. Like, they're running fakes that we hadn't seen yet. So far, their games, I mean, they won now, but their games over the last 4 maps, 16-14. This one was what, 28-26, and then yesterday we had I think like 16-14. It went to OT in the first map, 19-16, and then 19-17. These games are going on forever.
Yeah, that went on for 2 hours more or less. That was a 3-mapper and 2 maps. That was quite the exchange. And it does show you that really either team really could have won this entire series. We thought it would be close, and it was. Well, that was a slobber knocker, and we have absolutely ridiculous statistics. Almost 5,000 damage. That's got to be the highest ever in the recorded damage statistics. Snappy, 48-31. Beat that. Good luck with that. Snatchy, though, gets the crown for most kills, 46 kills. Again, everybody turned up for both teams. It was a back-and-forth affair, and it was, you really had no idea who was going to win it. It was 50-50, despite the maps not going that way. Heroic don't drop a map this week, but cool, blimey, it's time for the HyperX Factor play of the game. What on earth?
What do you
There's
pick?
so many rounds. How can you even remember? I have no idea. It's impossible to even guess.
Oh, Mihu's ace.
Absolutely crazy. This was pretty cool, but I have to say, it may have not been so spectacular, but some of the plays from Borup on the A bomb side, were really cool for me. On Mirage.
Oh, Mirage.
On Mirage, yeah.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
Some really awkward situations, but here we are. Heroic take it 2-0. We can have a look at the leaderboard and see how the prize money has accumulated in the last 2 weeks, because again, the first 2 weeks are all about the prize money. You make the most cash, you make it to LAN. Avangard in Europe are the ones who made the most money, pipping Heroic to the post. They are a little bit behind, but they make some nice cash. Who knows what they may spend it on? G-Shocks, perhaps. But indeed, it will be Avangard in Europe who make it to LAN. Now, the following weeks, if you win the week, you get a position in LAN as well. But the first 2 weeks were the accumulation of prize money. We can see the numbers on the doors there. That's going to bring the European show to a close. We have the North American show starting pretty much immediately, just a few minutes away, as that one did go on for so long. But we will give the usual FACEIT promo. Don't forget there are ECS cups, specifically ECS cups, as well as other cups, plenty of other cups on FACEIT.com. If you don't have a premium account, you can pick one up as well. If you go to your subscriptions and go to your coupon codes, you can put in ECS7. You might get an email saying that you have been subscribed for $8.99, but you haven't. Don't worry about that. It is a free subscription. So check that out. Play some premium queue. You get extra pauses. So you can go to the bathroom and annoy people if that's what you want to do. If you do, don't tell them that I sent you to do that. Anyway, we'll see you after the break for North American Counter-Strike here in just a few minutes.